Colorado yesterday. You can see some of their pictures here. Governor Spencer Cox is encouraging Utahns to lower their flags as well in memory of the victims. And tonight, first-degree murder charges have been filed against the 21-year-old suspect.
We are learning disturbing new details about the alleged gunman. Daryl Forges is in Boulder, Colorado with the very latest.
Good evening. As nightfall falls here in Boulder, Colorado, people continue to line up here at the site, mourning the people who lost their lives. This as we continue to learn new information about the suspected shooter. Colorado Governor Jared Polis calls him evil. 21-year-old Ahmad Al-Alawi Alisa is now behind bars, facing 10 counts of first-degree murder after police say he turned a supermarket into a mass shooting scene, claiming the lives of 10 people. Posts from the alleged gunman's now scrubbed Facebook profile show Alisa made paranoid posts believing his former high school had been hacking his phone and made homophobic remarks in other posts.
If he had the mental health issues, he also had easy access to firearms.
In the nation's capital, flags are at half-staff for the second time in less than a week. 2 back-to-back mass shootings, triggering a contentious battle over gun laws on Capitol Hill.
Thoughts and prayers is all we have heard from my colleagues on the other side.
When you disarm law-abiding citizens, you make them more likely to be victims.
Now, a judge's recent decision to block a ban on assault weapons in the city of Boulder is in question.
The legal issues in that case are going to proceed. If Boulder chooses to appeal the case, it'll be a decision they'll be making soon. We don't know enough about how this individual got the weapon to know whether that particular ordinance would have been relevant here.
And that's going to be a big question moving forward. Now, over my shoulder, investigators have been here on scene, continuing to investigate the overall motives of the suspected shooter. And speaking of the shooter, he's expected to face a judge for the first time on Thursday. Live in Boulder, Colorado, I'm Daryl Forges.
Sadly, yesterday's tragedy in Boulder was not an isolated incident. Self-defense experts believe if you ever find yourself in that situation, your best defense is to be prepared.
Fox 13's John Franke sat down with an Army veteran to get his thoughts on how to protect yourself and your family.
Utah has several courses that train for that type of scenario. It's knowledge that hopefully never has to be put to use, but it's knowledge some say is vital.
It's a nightmare that became a grim reality for those inside the Boulder King Supers. It's a sight that we see all too often.
There's no immunity to this, right? So, like I said, our best course of action is training, is running through scenarios.
Neil Curry served several tours in Iraq and Afghanistan with the U.S. Army. Now he owns Ready Gunner in Orem.
Every situation that you have to react to, obviously panicking is never the solution.
Curry operates several self-defense courses every month. He hosted seminars with the late David Costa, who was one of the world's most renowned experts on fighting back against active shooters before his tragic passing last summer. Curry believes safety starts with knowing your surroundings.
We always have our face buried in our phone. We're walking around head down. We think we're in a safe environment. There's really nothing we need to be aware of.
Awareness is followed by a reaction, being ready to protect yourself and your family, being prepared to survive.
Look, I got to keep my thoughts together, and what do I do? What do I need to do? And if you've practiced this before, it's going to be a lot easier. You've built that muscle memory, as opposed to, oh crap, I have nothing in my big bank of data to react to this situation. Now I'm just going to lie here, and hopefully nothing happens to me.
Nobody wants to be in a situation like what transpired in Boulder. Curry doesn't want anybody to be unprepared if that worst-case scenario plays out.
People think that your personal safety, the personal safety of your family, is somebody else's responsibility. It's not. Your personal safety is your own responsibility.
Curry acknowledges these are difficult conversations to have, but ones that can't be ignored. In Utah County, John Franke, Fox 13 News, Utah.
This is sadly one of many mass shootings that have taken place in Colorado over the past few decades.
Coming up in our next half hour, we will go in depth in Colorado's tragic past.
It's been a cold and rainy day.